Good morning, penny fans. Happy Friday. E here, you know. And along with that, you know that you should be liking my videos, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss anything, right? Because if you're not subscribed and have the all notifications bell, you'll get my videos late. And it may be too late to get those pennies, or too late to hear an amazing story, or my dinosaur already awake. Okay, great. Mommy's doing a video. See, it's early. It's fall break, and he's still awake. Now, we have some stuff to talk about. There's definitely some green dot stuff to talk about. I want to go over a couple more old pennies, and I have my own personal story that to me was mind-blowing, literally, that I would like to share, publicly and completely embarrass my husband. Okay. Clearly, I have not done anything with my hair. I told you I was going to take advantage of, what's going on here? There's this, you see this? What's happening? Okay. The panda robe, yep, mine. And they are very comfy and warm. So, there's that. Next, to be a successful penny shopper, right? To be like a hardcore penny shopper. It's kind of like you have to know the past, the present, and the future. All right? I see a lot of people, that get frustrated, especially in the groups. I think, oh goodness, it's hard to tell what just got knocked over. So I think it's good to be in the groups, Facebook groups and such. Definitely join some of them. That's, part of the way that I learned was just watching other people, and they can be helpful because there are those pennies that we just randomly find, and stuff gets posted and people see it and, great. But I also found, and why I started this channel, depending on the question that you ask, well, you may not exactly get a great response. Because there are the same questions asked over and over and over again. Just the simple basic question, well, how do I find a penny? How do I know what's a penny? That can't be explained in a couple sentences, or just one video. So I noticed that, I don't know, maybe people weren't helping as much. Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of people that help. Again, the groups are amazing, but you always have the bad apples. And so I think it's important to watch those groups, but make sure, try not to jump into the drama, okay? If somebody asks a simple question and you've seen it 52 times today, just scroll on past, right? Okay. Because it's not easy to know pennies. It's not easy to explain pennies. Like I said, past, present, future. If you walk into a store, to really get all the pennies that you can get, you need to know what has already pennied in the past that may still be sitting out there. You need to know, okay, what just pennied, or currently, most recently pennied, that might, still be there because somebody hasn't made it to that store yet. And then as far as the present, you want to know, basically, you want to scope out your stores so that in the future, hey, if this color goes, or if this dot goes, or if that this store is full of them, or this store hardly has anything left, type of situation. Okay, so we're going to go through a little bit of that. We're going to go through pennies let's see, that Ashley and I found the other day, or this week basically, and then some green dot that you need to get added so that you can be keeping an eye on your stores. All right? All right. Oh, and in the meantime, don't worry. I'm going to share the story that is, oh my gosh, yeah. And believe me, it's like I want to share it. And then on the other hand, I don't want to share it. But it's just so horrifying. It's hilarious. So that's what we're going to go with. All right. We're going to start with our most recent pennies. Now, some of these are old pennies, so I'll point that out. But basically, this is what we got this week. And I think, I mean, most people at this point know, but we did get some of the zone bars. We actually were buying these back when they were just marked down even. So, yeah. We got lucky, though, and found them at 1. Maybe. Oh, and if you hear water running, don't worry. The basement's not flooding. It's just raining a lot here. And that would be the groundwater coming in. I can't get that last number. The last number is a 2. But you guys, I'm pretty sure you already have this, just in case. 638-102-565-372. So I ended up getting, I don't know, there was probably, I'd say about a box of these, maybe a little less. I already knocked stuff over, but I only got the one flavor, the cookie dough. But keep an eye out for the zone bars. Obviously, well, again, clearance sale, you know, these things were in the clearance sale. So I kind of had a better, I don't know, a fresher picture in my head, you know, as far as who might have them. But I also didn't want to drive very far. Oh, yeah, that's what it was, because we had to drive to Indianapolis that day to pick up sheetrock tools for the husband. So it was one of those that we didn't really have a choice of where to go. So it was like, okay, you know, who pulls, who doesn't pull, who's more likely to have something. And we actually went into a couple stores that we didn't even know. And we got, you know, a little lucky. Okay. So the Slim Fast Keto drinks, and then the Slim Fast Keto Fat Bombs. It is the bars, not the, right now I feel like it's peanut butter cups and clusters that are on the shelf that are the new ones. This one, it's the bars. But we did find one of those. Now I wonder, is it, nope, they expire in December. You always want to check expiration dates on the food because you don't know how long it's been sitting back there. And medicine too. Okay, and then the drinks, I think I showed I've got pictures and stuff on the Facebook page with the barcodes and such. Okay, and then what else went? It was the feminine spray. And that day, honestly, we were just scanning anything. Obviously, we were scanning all of the health stuff because usually, you know, if something goes, and then we have surprise pennies, it's going to be typically in the same family, so, or same brand. So just like the bars, the zone drinks had been in clearance. So it would make sense that they would go at the same time as the zone bars, right? So we have these. We got a chocolate one, or wait, chocolate marshmallow. Chocolate marshmallow. I want to try that one. And then we also got a vanilla. And these are actually good for us right now because I typically try to drink just a protein shake in the morning. My teenager is now also doing the same. So getting these, awesome. I got some boxes of drinks back at a remodel a few weeks ago, and I did share those actually with people in line, and afterwards I should have kept some to myself, but so yeah, we actually are through those because I also shared with Ashley, and so it's good to get more. Those things are expensive. You guys know that, like $8, $9. It's redonkulous. And then we found old pennies. I think this is an old penny. I don't know. I actually just found this. So you guys will have to tell me, but I don't remember anything about it. But like I said, I was just scanning everything in clearance because once you have surprise pennies, then you just go for it because you never know what all might go. That last number is a 4. But just in time for winter. Thank you, cortisone. Okay. Ashley found some of the DG Dincha stuff. This is also an old penny. Found an eye drop one, and you know, this one I saw it and just remembered it because it's been in the last month or 2, something like that. Gosh, that last number's 5. Did I turn? Oh, I didn't turn my other lamp on. That's the problem. Hold on. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Okay. It didn't get that much brighter for you guys, but it did for me. Will it work? There we go. Okay. And one that I do keep finding and I like, okay, these little spaceships, they were actually an accessory back in, it's really little writing. Let me see if I can even see, goodness gracious, F20. It's pretty much impossible to see the F20 on it, but I will tell you, if you see a spaceship, or I think there was a unicorn, in the toy section, in the accessory section, scan that baby. These things are cool. Why? Because they light up. That's right. And yeah, I don't know. Ashley and I have both just found these randomly because they easily just, well, one, you can't even read what season it is. 2, and even the manager, this was a store the manager said, you know, she knew we were penny shoppers. And she said, you know, yeah, you won't find any in here or something like that. It was after we were already up to check out, and they had put on this, they thought somebody was stealing. It was Ashley and I and one other person. And then all of a sudden I hear one lady saying to the other lady, you need to put the recording on. I don't know if somebody's in here trying to steal or what. I don't know. I know people are in here, but so then, you know, the loud recording comes over about you're being monitored and blah, blah, blah. Thinking, wowza. The store was really clean though, but it's because it's been through a remodel recently. Otherwise, it was Sketchville. So, and literally a police car sits in the parking lot. Well, a police officer sits in the parking lot. Ashley wasn't exactly excited about that, but I was like, no, that just means that we're really safe. So as long as we make it out the door, you know, there's a police officer. Poor Ashley. Anyways, I did find this rocket ship there. So when the manager's like, yeah, you won't find pennies here. And I'm like, well, I found one. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, That's because, well, there's the new Blue Dot toys, and then that is probably, I don't even know what she said, but she was wrong because this was actually sold as an accessory. It is not a toy. So it's not the Blue Dot toy because those pennied 2 years ago. It's the Blue Dot F20 accessory. So get your spaceships. All right. And yes, always excited to see these. These pennied, I don't know how long ago, 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I can't keep track of time for like the last year and a half. But anyways, they pennied, and they are an awesome penny, clearly. I did get a number of them at the time. I believe these pennied at the same time as the plug and play games, the WWE Steel Cage, something or other, and the Space Invaders. Not Pac-Man, although I haven't checked Pac-Man lately, or Ms. Pac-Man. It's in a blue box. But Space Invaders and the whatever, WWE one, I think, and this one went at the same time, if I remember correctly. So, electronics, they will penny, but they're not like other symbols. They don't penny after every season. You know, they may sit up there 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It just depends. But it's very important to keep track of these things because they are obviously a higher priced item for a penny. So I looked up, we were at a store that actually is somewhat local that's really good about pulling pennies. I wonder if they did inventory lately and somebody put it back out. But anyways, it was just up there behind the register, and I'm like, oh, may I have that, please? And sure enough, and then Ashley's like, oh, may I check those headphones? They were also a yellow diamond. There is a new yellow diamond. And so, yeah, she was disappointed. I'm kidding. But no, at the same time, you know, it's good to have, I don't know, a challenge. You know, we like to banter back and forth while shopping. Obviously, you put this in your list and it's going to show 0. And it's not going to show, I mean, you have to literally see this in the store to know if it's there. But I am looking to see if there's a year so that we can figure out the reason or the timing of the electronic pennies. But I'll have to look later. I'll let you know if I find something. Okay. Next up, somebody had commented about this, so I wanted to talk about this real quick. These old pennies, you know, Christmas items can be marked with just a colored sticker usually. You know, Christmas trees are marked like that. Some of the, like, lawn ornaments are marked like that. Anyways, some of that stuff doesn't penny at the end of the year. And there's another Christmas sticker that or basically it's the purple one. And you're going to see the purple sticker on gift sets, right? Like the different body wash sets and hand soap sets and makeup sets. And so you see this purple sticker. Now, well, we're going to scan because maybe I have one. Aha, see? Just like that. Okay, so for instance, we have this. Okay, now this is not anything I got recently. This is from last year. So you have that. Now you're going to see a ton of purple stickers on the shelf right now if your store has started putting out their Christmas gift sets. But guys, these, I mean, you can check. Yes, sometimes old ones sneak in, just like anything else. So if you want to go through and check all of them and see if an old batch got in there, go for it, because it happens. I've definitely seen people get sets. But if they are not old, then these do not penny until after Valentine's Day. Okay? So, You know, they go through Christmas, they go through Thanksgiving, they go through Christmas, and they go through Valentine's Day before they penny. So just keep that in mind, because, you know, I think they'll go half off at different times, whether it's around Christmas or after Christmas or what have you. So, but the purple sticker, unless you can find one that's old and hasn't been reset, then they've already got the new ones out on the shelves. Okay, next up, I had some confusion on these books, so I wanted to talk about them quickly. Okay, these are squeaky books, like they're the plasticky, foamy, squeezy books, okay? Okay, so these were actually part of a Bendon book display back, I have no idea how long ago. This happened sometime last year or this year. I don't know. Anyways, there are books on the shelf at this point that may look similar, but they're actual books. And so I just wanted to point these out. They are shaped differently. Like I said, they're squeezable, they squeak. They do have the Giggle plus Grow on them. This isn't really going to help because it's going to show you 0. But if you see these on the shelves, then I would be scanning. And this was also another NCI store. So I don't know. I'm wondering, this was the DG Market. Yeah, this was the DG Market store that I posted on Facebook about, we pulled up, Pax was like, you know, Mom, this is a new store. It's been remodeled in the last couple months. And he's like, it doesn't work the same at DG Markets. And I'm like, really? Okay. And then, you know, well, we found this and then those. So the purple dot looks pink, hand pump still out there. It says J21. Hold on just a second, Cam. So there's 2 different kinds of these. There's the wavy one and then clear, and then I think the wavy gray, I believe. Okay. And the other brown dot that I found that I've like described to you 15 times but then didn't show you. Okay. They're the bigger sized ones, but they're plastic, not metal. Okay. But if you check them out on the bottom, you will see they are F20, not F21. I have already seen 2 or 3 new versions of these. The metal ones, the big metal ones, the small with some metal on them. All of them have been F21. But I did find these at an NCI F20. So check your cups. Wowza. Okay, purple dot. I showed you in a picture, but I didn't actually show you. And this one's already wet, thanks to our kitten. Not from pee, from water. He likes to knock over the water bucket when it's not full enough for him. So keep an eye out. The gray purple dot towel. It's a gray striped one. You can usually tell the difference. They usually will have some kind of design to them that it looks off from the normal core towels. And you'll see that it's got the S21. And the purple dot is actually, I believe, it's spring. So that's why it goes first before our green dots or yellow dots. Okay, another brown dot that I have found recently. There's also a dog one. Make sure you're just checking those brown dots that they're putting out. And you look for the F20. But still scan because it could be reset. I showed you the baskets that I found. These were in all stores. Okay, there's these, and then like the silver galvanized buckets that are with the picture frames. They're usually in the picture frame area, and they have these yellow tags. They look different. But yeah, these had been half price for a while. The galvanized buckets, they are still half price. I thought some of them pennied, but anyways, I just saw some the other day, and I'm like, are those pennies? They were half price. So I don't know if it was the store, or if they haven't pennied yet, but keep an eye on those if you see them. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah. Discontinued, more discontinued, discounted, will eventually penny. You've got your Safeguard. It's the fresh, clean scent, whether it's the pump or the bottle. These were sometimes going at remodels. And then also, oh, by the way, if you saw, I have a new list on my hand, just on my Palm Pilot, as somebody said. Thank you. Thank you for that, because now I'm using it. In case you thought, oh my gosh. No, it's totally new day, new list. Keep an eye on those. If they penny at a remodel, if they go another half off a half and there's a coupon, or once they get to a penny. And this soap is good stuff. My friends and I like it. We love hand soap, you know, we're old like that. Okay, the Duracell, you will notice they are changing to, what is it, Rayovac, whatever it is. There's a side wing normally with Duracell chargers and headphone or earbuds, and they are starting to phase them out. Some of your stores may have already. They may be in your clearance section, and they have a new side wing with the Rayovac. Now, these I got during clearance weekend, and I did get more because these are Christmas gifts. But I feel like, okay, the earbuds were $1.80, so they're $3.60 right now, right? Unless you get the additional half off. And then, oh, they're all earbuds. Did I already show you the chargers? Maybe I already showed you the chargers. I don't know, but you need to look for your Duracell chargers and earbuds, because they are discontinued. They will go down in price or penny, hopefully sometime in the next 5 years. But I have been to some stores and scanned in the clearance, and they have been reset. Individual stores can also reset their stuff. So if your manager is on top of it, I mean, it's possible they're still full price. Well, not still full price. They reset them to full price. Did I put the chargers in here? You guys, I don't know what day it is. And with that, I'll get into the story, actually. Sharpies. I don't know about you. I love me some Sharpies. And they are also marked down. I had another 2 colors, and I don't know where they are. I don't even know if this is going to be possible. Wowza. Let's try it over here. Oh, there we go. I believe I paid 23 cents. But this is something to keep an eye out for that's going to penny later. And something else, Sharpies. I mean, really? Markers. Markers are expensive. Oh, I saw on one of the pages somebody brought up, and I'm sure you guys have noticed, prices have went up, okay? Most everything in the store that I've found, I don't know, they've gone up anywhere from $1 to $5. Whether it is the LOL game, it's $12 now instead of $10. All the craft things, the kids paint, well, actually, don't worry about listening to that up there. All this stuff that was $5, they're now $6. Basically, yeah, they are joining in with everybody else, and their prices are going up. You'll see rugs that are marked $5, and then you'll see similar rugs that are marked $6. You need to pay attention to that, because guess what's going to phase out first? The cheaper ones, right? Because they're the older ones. All right? So that's just a little, keep an eye. Again, when you see packaging changes, they're just changing the look of it. Like right now with some of the hygiene products, the Suave, I'm trying to look what else. But anyways, pay attention to packaging, and pay attention to when, they're just completely phasing out a brand like Duracell. My manager explained to me, basically the brand or whomever that runs that brand pays each year to have a spot in whatever section or whatever it may be. And so if they don't renew their contract for said section, then they get discontinued. So that's why we have core products discontinue, is my understanding. She said that they lease the space, the spots, what have you, on contract. I don't know if it's only a year contract or if I'm guessing some of these are more like 2, 3, whatever. And then if they don't renew, then that's when stuff gets discontinued. So there's a little insight for you. Green dots. We definitely want to, why is this upside down? My kids. Oh, my kids. Okay. Hilarious. Okay, Paxton. I'm going to have to take that back out. We have the tabletop flip sign. A lot of this stuff gets mixed in with your picture frames, shoved in with your blankets. There's a manager going off just yesterday with one of the employees about stashers, and I don't know, she was pulling stuff from around the store she was finding. She was definitely not happy. This was one I was happy to find because, I mean, you look at it, you have no idea, right? But turn that baby around. And I believe I found this one at an NCI store, but it would be at a regular store too. But see, in NCI, it blends in more. Again, the NCI stores, I feel like they're kind of confused, and they're putting seasonal stuff with, this was with different mirrors and picture frames and what have you. So I just think they're not necessarily knowing where to put it, or somebody stashed them, but whatevs. We've got this one I'm keeping, 75 cents last weekend. Got rolling pins. Again, I'm giving you these now so that you can enter them into your list, so that if you cannot physically go to stores, you can at least get an idea. You're going to, now, if you see a bunch of zeros, don't think that these pennied, okay? Unless literally you look at it next Monday night and then Tuesday morning they're all zeros at that exact location, but and every other location for that matter. But if you start entering them and they just don't have them, it's going to be zero. Also, if they've already taken them out of stock, it's going to show zero. Why can't I get this one? Because there's a crinkle. There's the 4 coaster set. I'll just tell ya. 847-279-052510. All this stuff says Peachy Keen, in case you wanted to know. It's another marker for you. These blend in well with the pictures and picture frames. They don't trick me. And yes, I already purchased these. 1, Christmas gifts. 2, I found the store that was the additional 70% off. Bam! It was amazing. 3, it's none your business. 4, if I didn't buy this stuff, then you wouldn't have the UPCs. Well, I mean, I could have done it in store, but we know, depending on the store. I don't want to be getting in any trouble. Okay. Bath mats are a good one that get lost in the shuffle because they have regular bath mats in the store. And sometimes employees or other people stash them in the regular bath mats. And so if you're just walking by, it just looks like there's a whole bunch of bath mats. But check them. Check them, check them, check them. They basically come out with a bath mat every season. I mean, it must be a good seller because they keep coming out with them. But every season, more bath mats. And I believe there are the 3 colors, black, clear, teal. But all the same UPC. And I'm finding plenty of red dot stainless steel cups stashed, but I found some green daughters, and again, hit the 70% off. I think these were like $1.20. It was great, so I got them. Okay, so I want to tell you about my day yesterday. I got woke up about 4:30 a.m. by my husband. Totally doubled over, all fours, on the floor in pain. Great. I mean, oh my gosh, honey, what's wrong? Okay. Really, Sean is not a sick one. He really does not usually have, I don't know. I think 3 times I've taken, okay, here's the thing. He doesn't do doctors. He doesn't do hospitals. He doesn't do needles. He doesn't do blood or anything that rhymes with any of those, okay? Freaks him out. You don't even know. Freaks him out. So, for me to get woke up that early and he's in pain, and I know that he knows that I know that I have to take him to the ER. In those situations, technically, I do need like a prescribed tranquilizer for him. Like, like they do with dogs or something. They just dope them up before they go for a ride or something if they can't handle it. Or horses, maybe. That's what I need. Okay? Because it's not easy. And so we go. We do. We go. We get there, pull in. I think it's a little better. We can go home. Nope, not going home. Well, also 2 days before, he did, in fact, it's going to be TMI. And, oh, by the way, this is not for children. I mark that on my videos. So just ahead of time, not for a kid to hear. If your kid, stop it right now. Okay. So he did pee some blood a couple days ago. That was him coming to the basement, then all fours on the basement floor. Oh my God, you have to go, you have to go look at my, I'm like, what in the world? Yeah, because there was blood and he can't see it. So, okay. We get him in the hospital. They got to do the IV. It's never easy. This man is one of the toughest men I've ever met in my life. If he looks at a needle, oh my gosh. So we get that done. And they even went in the hand. And I'm like, oh my God, don't go in the hand. And they went in the hand. But luckily, okay, we got through that. Okay. Whew. It's tough. I'm telling you what, it's tough to say this. Okay, so then pain meds. Oh my gosh. I know, like, half the world's craving them. Yeah, okay. Mine? If he gets pain meds in an IV, guess what? He freaks out. Okay? I've seen this now 3 times since, okay, we've been together almost, oh my gosh, 10 years. Me, I know that, I've obviously had a couple C-sections, I've had other surgeries, so the warm feeling, the whatever, and then you're like, no, he freaks. Like, he'll start gripping the handrails of the bed because they've always got the rails up because he's already, they've already flagged him as a wussy, right? Rails have to be up. He might fall off. He might pass out. We got a wussy, room number 8. Okay. He's grabbing the rails and I don't like it. I'm like, honey, just calm down. I like pet him. I do. I pet him like a dog when we go through this and we get him calmed down. It's like, okay, great, So I'm walking over, just kind of whatever, and I'm giving him a minute, and all of a sudden he starts cracking up, losing it. So of course, what do? I grab my phone and I hit record, because I'm thinking this is going to be one for the books, right? Like, this is going to be something we're going to watch at Thanksgiving, family, like, laugh and just laugh. So I start recording. Okay. You're not going to believe what happened. I couldn't believe what happened. I'm not going to tell you yet, but more green dot that might be hidden with your pictures and your picture frames. We have the kitchen. We have the laundry. Oh, and we have the kitchen. But pay attention. I did not. Look at that. And that. So the kitchen ones might not be so great. But, so I'm over by the door. He's cackling like me in one of my moments. And so I turn around. I'm like, what is so funny? And he just can't, like, he's trying to talk, but he can't. And I look up at the TV because I'm like, maybe he's watching, something funny. Well, no, it's like NCI or something. And so I'm like, honey, it's a crime show. Why? Why are you laughing? That's a 4. Why are you laughing? And he's telling me, like, come over, something, I put the bed up, put the bed up, I don't know. And I'm over, and so I'm like leaning back, trying to get the bed pulled up, and don't forget yellow dots. Now that's going to be your accessories and your clothes, right? Okay, green dot is going to be home goods and garden and stuff like that. And then your yellow dot's going to be more your accessories and your clothes. And then, of course, there's going to be some stuff that follow that are marked with S21 only, not a dot. But just keep an eye, obviously, on what stores still have a lot left. Like yesterday, when I went to a couple, there's ones that they already have everything out. As far as they have an end cap with green dot, and there's hardly anything. They have an end cap with red dot, or, red dot already. Or some of them you can just tell are on it. Not that there still won't be stashes, but yeah, you're not going to find as much. So find the ones where they still have it, usually in the aisles. That's where it gets mixed in. That's where it gets lost. So I'm lifting up, I'm like trying to figure out how to lift up the bed, and he's saying something about his leg, and I'm like, what? You can't feel your leg? And I turn and I look, and guys, okay, so the pain medicine had kicked in. Clearly he wasn't freaking out. His body was very relaxed, very, very relaxed, except for one part. One part of him was not relaxed at all. And it was very obvious, and it was so horrifying yet hilarious, because he is losing it, cracking up. I'm cracking up. I'm hoping the nurse is not going to walk back in there. She's an older lady. I don't want her to have a heart attack. I'm like, you got to put it away. You got to stop it. I mean, it was just, I told him he was a psychopath because nobody does that. So now that I think about it, and I'm going to have to tell him, maybe now that I said it, because, I was petting him to calm him down. Anyways, thank God that situation got taken care of, okay? Nobody else saw it. But that's your story. That's your story for the day. That's real life. Real life. I had no idea that happened. Turns out that does happen sometimes. And there's a name for it. I don't remember what it was. But it happens, and it is hilarious. And obviously, I couldn't film it. You know, it was like my video is like me leaning over the bed. You see the bars of the bed, me going, "You can't feel your leg." Oh my God. And then my fingers like this, and then end of video. So I don't have a family video for Thanksgiving. But I tell you what, we have one heck of an ER story. And now, I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to go back to the ER again. So hopefully he'll go to the dang doctor before it gets to that point. Because I definitely, next time, I'm not going to let him give him that. We're not going to have that happen again. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. There's that. I will do one more video, I promise, of the NCI stuff. That's discounted. I did put screenshots and stuff. I did miss a barcode or UPC, sorry. And some more remodel. And oh, I forgot this green dot. You guys, don't forget about the courtyard mats. People like to hide them in corners. Okay, these are really nice to get, super cheap. I got it for $1.20 over the weekend. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. And watch out for those ERs and those things that happen. Bye.